What's up, my people? It's your boy, Mr. Retro here, back from the Collector's Inspector Radio. And surprisingly, this is going to be the first video review ever up on the channel. And I will probably do a separate review of this to go up on my channel, or just upload the same review but on my page. I don't know what I'm going to do, but let's go ahead and get into this thing. So today we're going to be looking at the Lanard Toys Predator, and he only cost $10. You're paying $10 for a good amount of articulation and detail and sculpt. So let's go ahead and look into those details. So to start off, as you can see, he has the nice bronze helmet that has detail within the sculpt. You see he has dents in it. He has some wear in it. The dreads aren't as detailed as they are on the neck ones, but that's expected. You're getting a $10 figure here. But I will say this does give me like Kenner comic book vibes, especially from the bright saturated colors. You see here he has his plasma caster. Look at the details in that. So you have some parts that are unpainted, like the smart disc holster right here. It's unpainted. Then you have this spinal piece back here that is unpainted, and the netting, of course, is unpainted. But you can do all of this with the Gundam marker. I hear the regular ones, like the black and some other colors, are very good and they don't rub off. And so if you're not comfortable with a brush, you can use that. I might buy a second one to attempt that, actually, so be on the lookout for that. As you can see, he has the dual blades here from the gauntlet. Then he has the self-destruct gauntlet to make sure no piece of his armor is left behind. Yeah, it's the smart disc, and yes, this does come off. And then he has the shin guards right here, and he has the Yahuha feet, and yeah, then he has the loincloth. And yeah, it's hard to find one that has bad QC issues. So for the most part, this is a perfect figure for the paint that is there. And yeah, but one gripe that I possibly would have is that this part is painted, but the strap around the bicep isn't painted. But you can fix that yourself. $10 figure. I believe most of it, the $10 that you pay, goes into the articulation. It's a decent balance between the articulation, paint, and sculpt. So now we're gonna look at accessories. So of course, he comes with the smart disc, which you can put in the hand. So you just have to turn it this way. You want to make sure this thumb goes into that port right there. Then you want to make sure the fingers go into these slots up here. So what I find easiest doing is opening the fingers, and then there we go. Then try to slot the thumb in, and then there you go. You have him holding the smart disc. So that's a pretty decent way of implementing it. Well, you can also get the pinky in there, but that's basically the concept of how it would look. Let's go ahead and put that back on there. Then he comes with the combi stick, which is more durable than the NECA ones, which makes sense. So let's go ahead and put this in his hand. And you can actually get him holding it with both hands. So there is that. So yeah, that's it for the accessories. Now, I think the main factor of this line, like when it comes to like play factor, I think that you can interchange the plasma caster with the other versions of the plasma caster from the other Predators in the line so far. Like, I think I forgot which version of the Yahuha that it is, but he comes with like a bigger size plasma caster that you can place on the ball joint that this is on. So now we're gonna look into articulation. So to start, he has a nice double ball peg in the neck. So you get your up, you get your down, you get your side to side, and then you get your basically all the motion that you need. And for a $10 figure to have double ball peg neck, it's revolutionary. It's amazing. The plasma caster is on a swivel at the base. At the neck, it has a ball joint, so you get a little bit of up with it, straight, and you can swivel. Yeah, you can swivel. Dread somewhat get in the way, but I figured that some people will find a way around it. The arms goes out that much on this side, a little less because of the different shoulder pad designs. He has a single jointed elbow, but that's where you get your swivel from. You have your ball jointed wrist, but they don't really get any range, mainly just swivel, which is disappointing. And here's another thing. For a $10 figure to be able to have a ball jointed waist, it's crazy. I would have never thought that we would have gotten to a point in toys where we actually get a ball jointed waist, and that's where you get your ab crunch from. That's where all your movement is going to come from in the torso, that ball joint. Comes to the legs, he kicks forward a good amount, back a little, goes out, not by a lot, single jointed knees, which you can force to nearly go 90 degrees, but not so much. He has ball jointed ankles, which does give you that good ankle pivot. So all around motion. But the fact to have, like, I think, yeah, is it a double ball? No, it's not a double ball. I was going to say, if this has a double ball in it, then yeah, $10 figures, especially for kids, is revolutionary. And it's like they intended for this to be for kids, but also to be exceptional for collectors, which is what I'm starting to like about Lanard toys, or Lanard toys. They're doing a very good job. And I am getting into their xenomorphs. So yeah, I can't wait to collect one of those, or collect more of those, because I already have one. So now we're gonna get into size and scale. So here he is next to the NECA Terminator from the first movie. As you can see, they nearly stand by the same height, Predator being a little taller, which I guess works because he's supposed to be a android. Here he is next to the Lightning Collection Pumpkin Wrapper. Pumpkin Wrapper towers over him just a bit. Well, I don't know if you can say towering because his head is upside down. Here he is next to the Lightning Collection Black Ranger. As you can see, he towers over Zach, which is like an accurate height. Here he is next to the Marvel Legends Kane. So you can get a good, comparison of how he compares with other lines. And since he is in Marvel now, you can do some stuff with your Marvel characters. So a lot of options there. Here he is next to the Retro Spider-Man. So you see how that works? That works pretty well. Here's how he scales with the Foxverse cable, at least my custom one. Here's how he stands next to a Transformers Deluxe, in that case being Studio Series 86 Hot Rod. I'm so excited for the Rodimus that's supposed to be coming out. Here's how he scales next to a Transformers Deluxe, which will be Gigawatt. I'm gonna get Ectotron soon. Here's how he scales next to SHF Kaioken Goku. Hang on, if I can get his toes. Correct. That's how he stands next to Kaioken and Goku. Okay. Here is how he stands next to SH Figuarts Piccolo 2.0. And they stack up together rather nicely. But then again, their continuities are too different. Here's how he scales with the Lanard Toys Face Hugger Vial or Tube. And last but certainly not least, here's how he scales with the Lanard Toys Xenomorph Warrior. Well, I'm gonna have to move them both up because with his tail and all that, oops, excuse me. Yeah, that's how they scale. Now, you can make them taller because I got mine bent at the knees. So, if you adjust the height just a bit, then yeah, Predator still stands taller though, just by a bit. So yeah. So final verdict for this figure, what I give to him is like I want to say a solid 9.5 out of 10. All he needed to be a solid 10 is the nets painted. If he had the nets, oh, that's one thing I want to mention. The ball joints can pop on and off. At least the legs can, but they go back on easily though. But if he had the netting painted, then yeah, he would be a solid 10. But like I said, you can always do it yourself with a Gundam marker. So let's get this guy posed. And there we go. So that's the review for the Lanard Toys Jungle Hunter Predator. If you want more videos like this, make sure you like, favorite, comment, and subscribe. Peace.